I was at this church in Chicago. It was the second time I had done this thing where I lived in a church. This was in 2015 through 2016. And I had this moment one night when I was praying or meditating. I had recalled something somebody had said to me when I was in Honduras. One day, somebody came up and asked me a question. Had I ever listened to this song? And I said, no, I've not. He said that it was his favorite song. He loved it. And I was thinking about this almost a year later, and I'm like, well, what is this song? Let's see if I can learn what this song is. Let's see what this is. So I ended up learning. I listened to the song one night, and I was furious. I was furious that I had been thrown out and that I had been chastised, presumably because the students were disturbed to see me cry one day. There had been a murder. A 16-year-old girl who had the same name as one of my students, but she went to a different school. And that day, things happened. I was thinking about her, and at recess, I started crying. They said it made the students feel uncomfortable. Why didn't anybody think that the students feel uncomfortable? When you have a young man saying his favorite song has lyrics like, take your hatred out on me, make your victim my head, you never ever believed in me, I am your tourniquet. Is that because they were using that young man and people in his family to acquire medical supplies as part of their import export operations? And they needed me to comply based on my history in public health before coming to the country, in arrangements that had already been set up with the intention of opening up electronic accounts specifically on my students to exploit them as part of a medical device racket? Yes, it is. Do you understand now? I keep asking this question recently. Do you understand? Are you my ESL student? Are we trying to do some cultural exchange? What language do you expect me to learn as a second language? And what tone do you expect to effectuate? Because if this is your reality, this is the only fucking tone I would accept.